Historic floods have devastated parts of Kenya, killing more than 220 people. But the damage goes even further than that. It's threatening people's ability to survive. To tell us more, I'm joined by Ndondo Mutua Mulli, who is Operations Director of the Mully Children's Family, Crossroads Cares long-term partner on the ground. Ndondo, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be invited to your studios today. Thank you.
Well, of course, our hearts broke when we heard about how not only Kenya's been affected, but actually the Mully Children's Family has been affected. What did the floods do to your work, your food production, your properties?
Oh, it's been immense devastation, I would say, and particularly, we rely so much on our agriculture. We have farms that we continually produce all the fruits and all the vegetables for our children, our young people that we take care of. And, that means that we don't have to buy vegetables. We buy only cereals, we buy all the other, shop supplies. But then now, for the first time, our open fields were all covered with water. So our kales, our spinach, our onions, everything, all the vegetables and fruits, they were all soaked in water for days. The crops just died off. Therefore, what we're remaining with right now is the coverage, the crop that was under greenhouses. Now, the greenhouses were also torn. Quite a number of the greenhouses were torn. They need repairs on that. And the pump houses that pump water from the river to our farms have been all submerged. All the three pump houses, they were submerged for days, over 2 weeks in water. So, and we've had to hire some pumps so that we get clean water and pump it all the way for our water purification, because we need clean water. And so that has really brought us down in terms of our sustainability. Remember also, we do keep chicken. And one of the houses in Dalani, our poultry farm in Dalani, water just invaded our poultry farm. So our chicken, the broileries for meat, and also our egg production. So we were swimming after our eggs. It was really, it's been a day. Yes, that's the chicken farm that was all covered with river water just swelling up. So we've had quite some devastating losses in our farms and also our property, in terms of we have our houses. Quite a number of the houses where we have our co-workers, they were totally destroyed, while others, there were the big trees that we plant, some of them were taken down by the wild wind that sat on some of our stores. Our stores were blown off. There was so much wind, especially in Yatta, that blew off the roof. And you can imagine the foods and some of the things, if it's the construction equipment or the construction supplies like cement, it was all rained on. So we've had the damage is extensive, not to mention that the water also got into some of our offices. Like, for example, one of our major office, that's the one that you see there, that is the finance office. That is water. You cannot tell where the river is and where the land is. So that is quite a lot of damage. And now when it comes to supplying food for us, and also a lot of the neighbors in our area, and their farms have suffered the same, meaning that the floods not only have brought, a blessing, but now it means that the community around and the schools that we feed, over 70 schools that have approximately 28 8,000 students. They'll be looking at us, and they have already started asking for help because they do know that it's going to be a rough time. There are no crops on the field, and they're looking up to us. But we're looking up to God, who is the author and finisher of our faith. They look to us as we are providing hope for them, and we look up to God to be able to provide for them the finances, especially that are required to do the repairs that we need, to buy new pump houses, to repair our greenhouses. We need seedlings right now to plant back on the open fields, and all that. But we are trusting God. We are trusting God.
I love
Yes.
your faith, and I'm sure you haven't even been able to calculate the damage and how long it will take to recover. There's still early days. Ndondo, we are going to keep you in our prayers. And, we have committed to stand with the Mully Children's Family. They've been our partner for decades, faithfully serving 7,800 children, as she said, 70 schools where they provide lunches, the most vulnerable in the communities that are struggling, which is now, of course, grown because of this flood. We want to make sure that we can help. We need your help to do that. We've sent the money that we had on hand, and now we turn to you to say, will you help us stand with our partners in Kenya? Will you help us feed those kids and make sure that they have sustainability, that they can build back food security? The work is so good. I've been there. I have seen it. You've seen it on 100 Huntley Street, I'm sure. Please join us right now to make a difference. Call us at 1-800-265-3100. You can also go online at crossroads.ca/cares, select Kenya, and we'll make sure we get that money to them as soon as possible and let them know they are not forgotten. Sometimes when we say that we trust in the Lord, He puts us here to be His hands and feet, and so many of you have been faithful to do that over the years. Thank you so much for all you are doing and will do. And Ndondo, thank you so much for joining us today. We will keep you in our prayers.
Thank you so much. We value your commitment to just praying for us, to supporting us. And we know that when we help one another, then we're more than conquerors. Thank you for being so faithful stewards of walking along with us in this difficult time. And we're going to do it together.
We will. Bless you.